I've had a lot of really unique opportunities in my career. About 10 years ago, I went back to the governor's office as the state budget director in the midst of the worst recession since the Great Depression. The day I walked in the door, we had a $3.5 billion budget deficit. It was about 35% of the state budget. And I had 2 months to put a budget together to decide how we were going to lead out of that. And I worked with Governor Brewer and Eileen Klein and her team and put that together. And that was by far the most challenging thing I've ever done. The Regents provide leadership and vision, goals, direction for the universities. So we do strategic planning and try to look out what do the universities look like 10 years from now. We make sure the universities are on track towards those goals that we're trying to accomplish, and then we report to the world on what our universities are doing. And then finally, we try to improve the world a little bit and value add. We're working with Governor Ducey to improve the number of teachers that we're producing through our universities with the Teachers Academy, and so we work on projects like that. We have an initiative around college going right now, trying to increase the number of students that are going to college and trying to be successful post-high school. Arizona has fewer students that go on to college than the national average. Nationally, about 70% of high school graduates enroll in a 2 or a 4-year program after high school. In Arizona, it's only about 50%. We need to increase those numbers of our students that move past high school into a higher education. And during the recession, and while I was budget director with Governor Brewer, we did a number of reductions to the universities and state support and reversing that and deciding really what is the state's responsibility in terms of financing our higher education. The state gives us some money to provide access for resident students, and then we're expected to go and find the rest of those dollars. So we're out there trying to generate lines of business to provide those revenues to subsidize our resident students. So we work with the presidents on how do we control costs, but at the same time maintaining the quality of our degrees, make sure we're attracting and retaining the best faculty that we can, and have the physical facilities and equipment that our students need to be successful. Our core goal is to provide access to Arizona students to a high quality 4-year degree education. It's everything to the business community, educating our students so that they can go out and lead and perform and do the jobs necessary to move Arizona's economy forward. I do worry a little bit about sort of this idea that the universities are producing employees, and I don't think that's necessarily the case. We're producing a modern human being, for lack of a better term, and more than just employees, we need to produce employers. We need to produce students and graduates that are going to go out and build the next economy in Arizona, not just go to work, but really push Arizona forward into the 21st century and beyond. And so it's much more than just delivering the skill sets so they can go take a job and be successful in that job. We need leaders, we need communicators, we need people that can really drive Arizona forward, and that's what we're trying to produce. Working not only with the staff here, which is terrific, and the Regents themselves, they're wonderful people. Couldn't ask for better people. And I admire them and enjoy them and like being around them. And same with the university personnel. Each of the presidents is unique and fun in their own right, and then their leadership teams are some of the most talented, dedicated people I've ever been around in my life.